Hey everyone, this is Bobby Brown Lewis with Puppy Dog Chat. This week we're going to be talking about how to pick a puppy, but we're going to be looking at the pedigree. And I think that is the number one factor in picking a puppy is looking at the pedigree. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to go in here and look at this PowerPoint I made. So we will be able to and see different examples of a pedigree. So the first thing we're going to do is how to pick a puppy. The pedigree to me is the number one thing in picking a puppy because what you're observing as a puppy at 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks is puppy behavior. So you're really not seeing how that puppy is going to be as an adult. Yes, there are some signs we can see by looking at a puppy, but probably not. Your best bet is going to be to rely on a pedigree of a dog in the past. When you look at a pedigree, these are some titles that could be on. Need to recognize what these titles are. Barn hunt is where they put a rat in a tube and they hide it amongst straw, and the dog has to go and find that rat during a certain number of time. No animals are hurt at this time. The rat is very, very, very safe. As soon as the dog locates it, they take the dog away and pick up the PVC pipe that has the rat in it, and they remove it and put it back later. All those type of things. You have therapy dog titles. You have grand champions. You could have obedience titles. You can have, this is a show championship here. The CH means show. FC means field championship. DC means dual championship. One thing I like to see in a pedigree is a lot of titles. That just tells me what that puppy has the potential to do. If you breed two dogs together that have no titles, they might be the greatest dog ever. But we don't know that because we don't know anything their parents have done. And it just tells us what the parents have done in the past. And it probably is going to translate to the puppy. So one thing I like to see is if I'm looking for a hunting dog, if I'm looking for a show dog, I'm also looking for titles, other titles besides those, like obedience titles, trick dog title, Canine Good Citizen title, which is CGC. Those type of titles tell me that dog is versatile and that dog has adapted to many different situations. One reason I really like to see a championship title is tells me is that the dog is meeting the AKC breed standard for that dog in conformation. That means they are appropriately put together would be a nice way. Certain breeds should be square looking, certain breeds should be a rectangle shape, certain breeds, there's a whole conformation you can read about all the different breeds that they must have. But one big thing is look for titles. Let's look at this pedigree here. I just found this online. It was free. If we notice in front of all these dogs' names, we don't see any championships. I don't see any CH. I don't see any FCs. I don't see any DCs. So in front of the name, that might be what you're looking for. Now, if you see something that says national championship, then that would be in the front, and it's probably going to be NFC. In this pedigree, I don't see any of that. And after the name, I don't see anything that says Canine Good Citizen, CGC, JH would be a junior hunter. CD would be like an obedience title. Trick dog title would be like TKN, I believe. Oh, I do see one right here. It says MH. That tells me that dog, this dog, 1, 2, 3, 4 generations back, which probably has no relevance now, was a master hunter, which is a great title. It takes a lot to become a master hunter. So this would not be a pedigree that I would want a puppy from. We come and look at this title here. Now we're starting to see some field champions here. Now, if you're looking for a pet, would you want a field champion? Probably not. You probably want a more versatile dog because they're probably going to be inside more than any other thing. This pedigree has a lot of field champions. It also has a master hunter here. And then I'm looking for other titles behind the name. And here's a senior hunter, SH. So those are titles you could look for. But as a pet, I might be looking for a show dog because I know a show dog has to have some type of obedience in the show ring, and is probably has other titles like K9 Good Citizen, Trick Dog, maybe obedience titles. Maybe it has just different titles that might show it be more friendly at the home, those type of things. Now let's look at this title here. This is actually one of my dogs here. Has a championship here on the show championship for this dog. K9 Good Citizen title, Trick Dog title. This dog here is a show champion. Then we have a dual champion here, National Gun Dog Champion, a Grand Field Champion, the Amateur Field Champion. All those things are up under this dog's name here. Sorry, I think I jumped. If I go back over to the pedigree here, I see a Grand Champion here, Junior Hunter here, Senior Hunter here. I think that's Therapy Dog here. THD is Therapy Dog. So this pedigree is looking pretty good. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is the puppy. This is the mom and dad. These are the grandparents. Pretty much this generation might be the last one you look at as far as going to affect that puppy to me. You start getting too far away. This is great to see. And there's a lot of championships here. There's a lot of dual champions here. These type of things. And I know this bloodline so good. I even know what this dog, that Carolina Peanut, is. So I know that's a famous dog back in the day. It doesn't have any titles, but it was the mother to a lot of great dogs. So the pedigree is key to me, because you're picking on how that puppy's acting today. That puppy could be feeling good and has never done that before. Believe me, as someone who sold puppies, I've seen a puppy show out when someone comes and they pick it. And that, to me, that puppy never did that kind of behavior the whole time, except for the day that person came. So maybe it's just their puppy. But best thing to do is start with good pedigrees, and now you've got a better chance of being very successful. Another pedigree here. This is another dog of mine. It's pedigree. You see this is Grand Show Champion here. Also dual champion here. Dual champion here. Dual champion National Gun Dog Championship. And then as we get farther back, we can see more championships. And behind their name, you might see some championships too. Here's a Senior Hunter. CD, I believe, is like a companion dog. It's like obedience. So some really great pedigrees here. Now, we're going to end our episode today just talking about pedigrees. Our next topic is going to be on how to pick a puppy, looking at health testing. All these pedigrees are great. Great. Pedigrees are great. But after you have found a good pedigree, you need to go and check and see about health testing. And like I said, we're going to cover that more in depth in our next YouTube adventure. But for today, just to give you a little bite of what we're going to be talking about, we're looking for OFA. Some pedigrees have OFA. So we see OFA 24 months was good. That means the hips. We might also look down here and see OFA 33 months is good. OFA elbows at 53 months. Eyes at 46 months. All that stuff is going to tell us what type of health testing. So that's going to be a lot more in depth than that as we get into our next episode of how to pick a puppy using health testing. If you would, share our channel. Also share our videos. Hit that subscribe button so we can get the engagement up. Also hit the like button and share this with people. It just gives them great advice on how to pick a puppy. Next time, come and see us. We're looking forward to doing this channel. We've had a lot of requests to do this. But thanks again. Make sure you subscribe.